Here's Everyday Woman.
We're back with our Get Fit segment, and we're here with trainer Alicia Cremium. Alicia, how are you?
Good, I'm doing
good. Talk to us about nutrition.
Okay, so I have a great quote that I go by. Michael Pollan said it best, and he said, "Eat food, not too much, mostly plants." So that's what I live by. I'm not a vegetarian, but I do stick close to eating as clean as I can. So I go by the, if there's a barcode, skip it. I try to. So I try to stay away from processed foods, and I try to get my clients to do the same thing.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
One of the things you're always reading that food is 80–90% of your diet. Do people really believe that, or they try to cheat around it? And how can you really convince someone how important nutrition is with the food?
That is an amazing, amazing question to ask. It's perfect. So 99.999% of the time, we are always trying to cheat the way around it. So when I tell my clients, when they ask me, what should I eat to lose weight, to get healthy, to feel better, I say, don't think about the word diet, because it's the word die with a T at the end. Seriously, if somebody tells me go on a diet, I will literally go the other way and eat.
Well, I don't like the word diet.
Right.
Yeah, I like lifestyle change.
Yeah.
You know, making an adjustment, because diet is just almost like, oh,
diet is temporary. Diet is temporary.
Yeah.
You can't do it temporary. You got to make that lifestyle
It
change.
has to be a lifestyle change.
Yes.
So I think that it's more about the knowledge. I think we need to know more about what to eat. Because people are always asking me, well, what should I eat? And it's not one answer. There's so many answers.
That's true.
So, okay, so you said the quote about food and plants.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't want to eat plants. and so if I don't eat plants, are you saying that I'm not going to be healthy? I mean, can I eat something outside of that if I eat processed food?
She said mostly plants.
Oh, mostly plants.
I'm not a
so if I eat
vegetarian.
processed food, I'm not healthy?
Processed food isn't the best.
But like, you know what I found, and I was talking to Alicia about that, and she said put salt in, but you know what I found about nutrition labels? You got to read beyond the label. Because a lot of people just read the calorie and the sugar. You have to start reading the ingredients on food, because that's the most important part of nutrition.
Right.
When I found out in whole wheat bread there was fructose corn syrup, I was really disappointed, because I've been eating whole wheat bread. I remember when I made the switch around 13, and you know, because I don't drink sodas.
You didn't really make the change at
I
all, and you
Because
didn't know it.
most whole wheat bread, it's not really whole wheat anyway.
And I was so shocked when I went to purchase some organic applesauce, and it had corn syrup. I was like, how can it be organic? So you have to really inform, and you got to be informed.
So that's the question I'd like to
one
ask
of the
you.
main ones that I get a lot is people tell me they stopped drinking milk and they're drinking soy milk now.
Right.
Well, most of the soy milk that we have, soy in itself is genetically modified. And when you buy soy, I mean, for example, Silk is one of the brands that I personally don't like at all.
But you know what, with soy, and a lot of women don't realize, it interferes with estrogen and
I was just
hormones.
going to say,
And it interferes with my medicine. And when you got to do your research. When I found out when I needed to lose weight, it wasn't just exercise. It wasn't just the calorie intake. I had to eat the right food. And recently, I know you ladies did an update earlier in the show what you was up to. Well, I decided recently to become a vegetarian, not for political reasons and reasons like that. It's just something I'm trying out. One day I'll go back to eating meat, but right now I'm challenging myself to look at food different and how I see it, because I notice people, you know, they're eating stuff, but they're not reading the labels.
But you know what?
And they're like losing weight.
Yeah, but you know what? To piggyback off of that, a lot of times people think that if you eat from a certain, I hear people say, "Oh, I bought it from Whole Foods, so it must be healthy." And it's like, no,
there's more mileage. There's more mileage on produce when you get it from Whole Foods. It's traveling a lot more miles to get here.
Really?
So, they're from Indonesia, Taiwan. I have clients that I should not be, you know, but they're the accountants for them, and they tell me, they're like, it's, you know, it's traveling a long way to get here.
What?
Oh, wow.
I need to speak for our viewers. There's this whole controversy about nutrition. I'm going to say controversy. What about the woman who's sitting there and say, I can't go to Whole Foods. I don't want it organic, but I just want to do a little something. What would you say to her about nutrition?
So what I say to them is, eating healthy is very accessible and very affordable. So we have places like Trader Joe's is an amazing place to go to. You can literally spend $30 and you'll have enough food for 3, 4, maybe even 5 days.
Okay.
Per person.
Oh, that's a whole week for me, girl.
That's a great deal. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all eating healthy. So, and I tell my, you know, my biggest advice is load up on superfoods, and those superfoods are. There's like the top 12 ingredients
And that brings me to the thought that I was thinking when you guys were talking was, what did people eat back then before we had this processed food and McDonald's and obesity and blah, blah, blah. People ate nuts and berries and, you know, plants or vegetables. And, you know, if you eat meat like I do, I mean, well, they went out and killed chickens and cows. No,
but they ate it fresh.
They ate it fresh. Exactly. And they didn't add all the salt and the spices and the whatever it is. It was just fresh. Yeah. And you got to think back how they did. And
that's a good point. But
if your great grandma looks at something and doesn't recognize it, don't eat it. That's my policy.
I have a suggestion that I want to pass on. I'm sure I do two things. I'm no longer at my job. I'm like, can we get in the bistro? I said, get rid of the sauce. I went all the way to HR. I said, why does everything has to be covered in sauce, sauce, and sauce? So now they go, we have a pan for you girls that's dieting, and then, so I don't care, you know. And then also, I carry my food. I have my protein shake in the morning, and my husband has my eggs and grapefruit ready for me out the door. I never thought.
You gotta have snacks.
You do. Yeah. But you know, I want to piggyback off of something you said, Christina. I know you said like what people did back before it was processed food. You also have to consider the fact that also people did not live as long then too. So it could
that's not true.
No, that's
not true.
They also didn't incorporate exercise.
Yeah, I won't argue.
I did no research. It's a
okay, but you know what? Wait.
I
take issue with something you said.
What did I say?
I take issue with you going to your employer and saying, why do we have to have sauce? Some people want to eat sauce.
I said, why can't we have two
It's an option,
Yes, and that's what
good. That's what I was meaning to say. But I had to tell them.
Right. And that's a good point.
The chef was offended.
To balance it, because what usually happens is either we say, let's take like McDonald's. Let's not put any toys in a Happy Meal because of kids.
That is
stupid. If a mother or father want to give their kid 15 French fries, that's their business.
Yeah.
We need to educate them.
Exactly.
And move on. But that's what I wanted to ask you. Let's keep it balanced.
I said, can we have both? Can we
have
both?
I mean, that's good.
I think you should be able to have that option.
Good. You should have options.
Because they try to force me to eat that nasty ranch salad dressing with that's laced in sugar.
Say, well, it's free. You should just. But it's like, well, why are you feeding me slop though? I mean, can I have an option to eat decent? Especially since most jobs now are promoting health and working out and people being fit and giving benefits as a result of that.
Well, before we wrap this up and keep going, I want one thing I was talking about when I was talking to Alicia is that she told me she is not just a personal trainer. You are a personal
nutrition chef.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you should come cook for me.
So, Alicia, where can our viewers find you?
I actually have a place in Pasadena, local. It's the Fitness Station, and basically I teach my clients how to eat healthy, just like you said, and most of them start with a jumpstart package. They do a week to 4 weeks, and then I help wean them off of me cooking for them to us doing half and half. Okay. And by the end, I give them a menu plan, and they do it themselves, and I'm still there to counsel them.
You know, you can come cook for me.
Just real quick, let me ask. I know there's a lot of viewers out there, but for women like me who've had pregnancies, 2 C-sections back to back, trying to lose the pooch and doing everything and going to the gym, how do I get rid of it? How do I get back into my bikini sexy body?
Every time I call you, you in the drive-thru. But go ahead. Okay.
That is not true. That is not true.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Alicia, can I get a number one, please?
Where can our viewers? Is there a website that our viewers can find out your question to her?
Yes, it's www.afitnessstation.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
So.
Okay. What can the pregnant wife? I'm sorry.
Post-pregnancy. Postpartum.
Post-pregnancy,
So
yes.
postpartum. So I would, the first advice I'd give you is start slow, and you want to build your endurance up. Because like you said, I heard you earlier on, and you were saying you were struggling with going back to the gym because you want to enjoy your kid. So go slow. Don't go to the gym. Stay home.
Right.
Walk around carrying your baby, maybe stretch with your baby next to you.
That's cute. Yeah. Okay.
Alicia, you are a wealth of information. Thank you so very much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we want to thank our guests today, Jamila and Sheryl Harris, the Harris sisters, and Alicia Cremier. But most importantly, we want to thank you for joining different women with different opinions with the same conversation. Every woman. Good night.
This has been an Every Way Woman production.